Listen, man. So, I mean, it's a lot of y'all out there need to get your butt. I mean, really get your butt whooped. I mean, what's wrong with the people in this world nowadays? There's a lot of sick people out here. And Jasmine Moss is right along with the sick people. I mean, this lady had her 5-year-old daughter doing Brazilian waxes on 24 women. These 24 women let this 5-year-old girl touch their private parts. Now that's really sick. And some of the people that's talking about this, some of y'all think y'all talking like it's so nonchalant, like it was okay for this person, for this little kid to do, just be in that position. And then y'all gonna ask, what do y'all think about it? I mean, really, man. I wish I could find some of y'all and just put hands and feet on y'all. Just because you don't you Chomos is everywhere, man. And the thing about it, it's like you don't mess with a baby's innocence. You don't mess with that. You don't you don't touch them, or you don't do none of that, because that's like you really sick, man. Like really sick. And it's like to the point like I wish I see this broad on the streets. I would I'll put my foot dead up in her, just because you just don't do that to little kids, man. You basically you a child molester, you know. You a child molester. And the 24 perverts that was that was in there, and they child molesters as well. Just because, you just don't do that, you know, some sick that's sick, man. It's really sick. And like I said, I seen some people talking about it like it was with nonchalant, like it was okay. And they asking, what do you think about it? What the fuck? What do you what do you what do you think? Like, you shouldn't even ask that question. What y'all think about it? I mean, it's sick. It's sick all around the board. And people like that need to get handled. I mean, it was up to me. Be a lot of people castrated, arms chopped off, legs, you know, just just to have them, to let people know this is what a person is, and that's what it is. I mean, capital punishment need to be done to a lot of people out here, but the law is the law. They want it as you let the law handle it, and it's sick, man. It's really sick. But Jasmine Moss. Now I'm gonna let y'all hear. See the video footage on like with the news talking about it more. But it's just sick how everything in this world is like the good is bad and the bad is good. So if you're doing bad stuff, it's good. If you're doing good stuff, it's bad. And pedophiles is running around here like, and people is not, telling you, like, for real, it's sickening. And you should see this chick's picture. Let me put the picture up. I mean, you see how she looks. She looked like, I wouldn't even, man, listen. Her, man, I would not, if I was the dude that had the kid by her, I wouldn't even touch her just because how she looked. You know, just how she looked. On that look alone, you know that she got some issues going on in her head. You know, sick issues. Like, she looked like she's one of the money hungry type of women that do anything, put anybody in a harmful position. You already see it. You see what she did to her daughter. You know what I mean? Like her 5-year-old daughter. And that's, come on, man. Man, I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's like, I'm telling you. She would get dealt with, you know. And, you know, she's the type that would get dealt with, you know. She would get dealt with. Just because you just don't do that to kids, man. You don't. That girl's gonna be messed up for the rest of her life. She don't know. She ain't gonna know right from wrong just because, you know, how it was done. And she's gonna need serious help. She's gonna need really serious help because you just don't do stuff like that. You messing with a kid's mind, you messing with their innocence, you messing with their whole everything. It's like, oh my God. Just don't do that. But I'm gonna let y'all look at the news and I'm gonna get back with y'all.
Now to a breaking news update. A Memphis mother has been arrested and charged after posting several photos online of her daughter waxing adults. Jasmine Moss is now facing a misdemeanor charge for child abuse and neglect. WREG's Jarita Patterson has more on a story that has garnered national attention.
It was a social media post last week igniting an online firestorm. A Memphis mother releasing photos showing her 5-year-old daughter helping to wax dozens of clients. In one of the pictures, which we are not showing, there is a little girl detectives describe as applying hot wax to the private area of an adult. Now it is the photo of the mother seen here in her mugshot making its rounds. Investigators say what happened at this Glenbrook Street home, which doubles as a place of business, is why Jasmine Moss is charged with child abuse and neglect.
That's not what we do here in Westwood.
With there being a child involved, many shied away from our camera, but there's no avoiding what detectives say happened that landed Moss in lockup on the eve of her birthday. There are reminders this is a home where children live, a kid's scooter, stickers decorating the front windows, and there's this sign, letting those passing by know children are cared for.
No, we can't have 5-year-old kids doing stuff like that.
Although many neighbors were hesitant about speaking publicly, many of you were not. We have learned dozens of complaints were made concerning the woman who operates her business out of her home, but she is now calling Jail East home after she was arrested and charged. While we were at Moss's home, a woman wearing what appears to be a city or county badge stopped by before continuing on to another nearby house. Property records show it's owned by those with the same last name, Moss. For now, this Memphis mother remains in lockup following a post that ruffled feathers. In Southwest Memphis, Jarita Patterson, WREG News Channel 3.
All right, a story that's turning heads. And Jasmine Moss is scheduled to face a judge tomorrow morning. In the meantime, a joint investigation has been launched by Memphis Police and the Department of Children's Services.
So you heard it on the news. Now, the news kind of downplayed a little bit, but they did say that she did a Brazilian wax on a grown woman. Now, like I said, is more people involved. 24 people involved of getting a wax. Now, from what people saying and the news saying that she had put a picture up of her having this 5-year-old waxing this woman, and don't know how she was waxing her, but her hand, the 5-year-old hands was on this woman's private parts. So if it's one person, it's multiple people that been getting stuff done like that. And like I say, man, and this happened a day ago. This is news that popped up a day ago. So, like I say, man, a lot of people need to get dealt with. A lot of people need to get dealt with. Just because, and if you know a person that even went to this lady, you need to handle this. You need to handle a person like that. Just because you don't know what happens behind closed doors. I'm going to say again, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors when you hear stuff like that. And like I say, that type of madness is very sick. It's like to the point that you just don't do that to a kid. You don't do that to a kid at all, And I say, it was up to me. A lot of people get dealt with. A lot of people will get dealt with. But leave your comments in the commentary. And I'll get with y'all next round. And basically, man, this is something that everybody need to, definitely wrap your mind around and really like talk to your kids, man. Talk to your kids and find out if anybody been messing with them. Find that out and go seek help. Go seek some help so you get your kids right if somebody is messing with them. And don't, like I say again, go find out. And when you find out, please don't be in a rage when you ask your kids, have anybody been messing with them like that? You can't be like so over aggressive when you talking to kids, because kids, they don't know exactly what's what when you talking to them aggressive, because you're trying to figure out what's going on with your kids. But you can't, you got to talk to them in a way that everything is okay. Everything that, if they tell you something that it's okay. So you could get the information from your kids to understand and find out who been messing with your kids, what's been going on with your kids, and so you could have a clear mind and evidence on what you need to do from there on out. If you got to go get the law involved, if you got to do it yourself, you gotta have a clear mind and talk to them, and don't be mad when you talk to them. Don't be aggressive. Don't be, because kids shut down. When they shut down everything. They ain't telling you nothing because they scared that you might go ahead and do something, even though you might will do it. But it's like to the point that, kids are precious, man. Kids are everything. And you got to protect your kids, man. You got to, Boy. Yeah, leave your likes, leave your comments on it below. I'll respond to them. And definitely get back with y'all.